Hello. We're going to talk about our reading focus for this week. It is for the week of May 4th. My dog is trying to get in the video, I guess. Today we're going to talk about some nonfiction text features that you see a lot of times. We were working on fiction. We're kind of switching gears to talk about nonfiction. So all of the books I have to show you today are about animals. That is something common that we like to read about when we're doing nonfiction books. But just know that they can be about other things too. They could be about countries. They could be teaching about a sport. There could be tons of different topics. Mine just happened to be animals today. So in the reading focus folder, there's going to be a chart called Common Nonfiction Text Structure. The chart is in there. It's going to look something like this. So we're going to go through some of these. I don't have an example of every single one, but I have some good ones. So when you're reading nonfiction, some things that you want to look out for is books that are all about something. So for example, this book is all about turtles. And then it's all about the same topic, but each section might be about something new. So when you look at the table of contents, there's different sections, but the whole book is going to be about turtles. Same thing with this one. This one's called Flutter Butterfly. The whole book is about butterflies, but they're going to do different sections throughout the book. And our last book is Penguins. Same idea. The whole book is about penguins, but there's going to be some different sections within there. Okay, so that's our first one, all about one topic. Okay, the next one is called How To. Now, inside of our Turtles book, there is a little How To section. Sometimes you see that within a book. This is called A Helping Hand, and on this page, it says, how can you help turtles? So they give some steps, 1, 2, 3, 4, some different ways that you can help turtles. So that tells you exactly what to do, how to do something. So sometimes you'll see a page like that inside of a nonfiction book. That's right here, a how to. Okay, the next one is list. So also in my Turtles book, there's a page that has a list on it. This page is called 6 Cool Facts About Turtles. So it lists 6 cool facts. So there's a list. Okay. Sometimes your list will be about something different. It doesn't always have to be cool facts, but in this book, that's what it is. So the next one is categories. So you can see on here, it says kinds of dogs. There might be, a lot of times there are kinds of animals, and that's what I'm going to show you in our penguin book. It is going to be types of penguins back here. So there's a map, and it's showing you where each type of penguin will live. So a map is another thing that's not on our list today, but you'll see those a lot. So it lists each kind of different penguin. So that's different category right here. Okay, timelines. Now, sometimes if you're doing kind of a history thing, like when we talked about presidents, we looked at timelines about when things were happening. In nonfiction animal books, a lot of the things you're going to see are going to be about life cycle. And butterflies, I know that you guys look at butterfly life cycles when you are in kindergarten, so you are probably familiar with this. So on this page right here, it says Old World Swallowtail Life Cycle. So this is the kind of thing, it has arrows. So it says it starts as an egg, and then it points over here. It goes to a caterpillar, then to a pupa, then to a butterfly. So all animals have a life cycle. So a lot of times you'll find them in these nonfiction books. Okay, the next one on our list says pros and cons. So this I don't have an example of, but it kind of has an example right here. So maybe if you're talking about dogs, your pros could be cute, cuddly, playful, and the cons would be, oh, they're messy, noisy, gross. I don't think that, but some people do. So you could have a pros and cons list in a book. The next one is cause and effect. I don't have an example of this one either, but sometimes it'll tell you if this happens, then this will happen. It kind of reminds me a little bit of some science things. And the last one is called question and answer. So in our penguin book, this could look a lot of different ways. In our penguin book, there are some pages that have all these little bubbles around them. So there's a bubble right here, there's a bubble over here, and in each of these bubbles is a question. This page is called What's for Lunch? This bubble says, do you eat fish? Can you swim underwater? Should you walk on ice quickly or slowly? Would penguins eat carrots? So those are some questions, and then if you read this page, you will get the answers. So that's why we call it question and answer. We don't only want the questions, we want the answers to them also. Okay, so if you have any nonfiction books, you can kind of check that out, see which ones you can find. When you're looking through, your books aren't going to have every single one of these text structures, but I bet it's going to have a couple. So if you find a nonfiction book, in fact, if you don't have an actual nonfiction book in your house with you right now, you can always use the Scholastic books with the lessons. There's always a nonfiction option. So go ahead and just kind of think about that this week while you're reading any nonfiction books, and just point out, kind of make a note in your mind about which things you're noticing. That is your job for reading this week.